Hello students, today I am going to discuss what is ionic bond and what is covalent bond. Ionic bond and covalent bond. At first what is ionic bond. The attraction between positive metal ion and negative non-metal ion is called ionic bond. It is formed by the transfer of electron. Sodium chloride. Sodium is a metal, chlorine is a non-metal. So ionic bond is formed between metal and non-metal. The attraction between positive ion and of metal and negative ion of non-metal is called ionic bond. The electrostatic attraction between positive ion of a metal and negative ion of a non-metal is called ionic bond. Ionic bond is produced by the transfer of electron. And sodium is metal. Metal always lose electron. When metal lose electron, metal forms positive ion, and non-metal always gain electron. When non-metal gain electron, they form negative ion. Now, how sodium chloride is formed? Sodium chloride is an ionic compound. So sodium is a group 1. Sodium is a group 1 means it has 1 electron in its outer shell. So sodium gives 1 electron to form positive sodium ion. And chlorine, chlorine is a group 7. So chlorine has 7 electron in its outer shell, and sodium transfer 1 electron. That electron chlorine gain to form negative chloride ion. Sodium lose 1 electron to form positive sodium ion, and chlorine gain 1 electron, chlorine form negative ion. This diagram is dot and cross diagram because here sodium electron is expressed by cross and chlorine electron is denoted by dot. Sodium chloride is an ionic compound because sodium metal, chlorine non-metal. Ionic bond is the electrostatic attraction between positive metal ion and negative non-metal ion, and it is formed by the transfer of electron. Sodium gives 1 electron to chlorine, so sodium gives 1 electron, that's why sodium become single positive. Chlorine gain 1 electron, chlorine becomes negative ion, single negative ion. Now what is covalent bond. A covalent bond is the attraction between shared pair of electrons and nuclei of atoms of two non-metals, and covalent bond is formed between two non-metals, and covalent bond forms by the sharing of electron between two non-metals. You see chlorine 2 atom, chlorine, this 1 electron dot, other electron is cross. This is the chlorine single bond. So chlorine non-metal, so this will be a covalent bond. Now you will see how this covalent bond is formed. Chlorine, 2 chlorine atom. This chlorine gives 1 electron here dot, remaining 6 electron in its outer shell. Chlorine is group 7, so it has 7 electrons in its outer shell, 1 electron share, remaining 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This chlorine share 1 electron and remaining 6 electron here. So what is shared pair of electrons? These 2 electron, one dot gives this chlorine, left chlorine, cross gives right chlorine. 2 electron share by 2 chlorine atoms. So this known as shared pair of electrons of or bonding electron. So now what is covalent bond? A covalent bond is the attraction between shared pair of electrons and nuclei. Nuclei means plural, 2 nucleus. This nucleus is here, nucleus. So the attraction between shared pair of electrons and nuclei, 2 nuclei, is known as covalent bond. The attraction between shared pair of electron and nuclei of 2 atoms, nuclei of 2 non-metal, is called covalent bond, and it is formed, you see, by the sharing of electrons. This chlorine gives 1 dot electron, this chlorine gives 1 cross electron. This is formed by the sharing of electron, and you know, each atom gives 1 electron to the bond. This chlorine gives 1 electron and this chlorine gives 1 electron. Thank you everyone.